Hey, this is Bishop George Johnson Jr. Happy New Year to you. I told you at the beginning of the year, it's your time. It's time for you to walk in your destiny, walk in your purpose, and do everything that God has called you to walk in. You cannot wait on other people to approve you. You cannot wait on other people to agree with you. You cannot wait for everybody to get on the same page with you. You have to take life at this moment and understand the fact it's my time. It's your time. It's your time. It's your moment. This year is going to be different than any other year you've experienced. So each week I'm going to come on and I'm going to share a nugget with you on how to walk in this time, walk in this moment, take advantage of the opportunity that God has laid before you. And here it is. Lesson number one. It's very important. You got to grab this lesson here. You got to seize the moment. Let me say that again. You have to seize the moment. So many times in a believer's life, we're waiting for somebody to approve us. We're waiting for the right time. We're waiting for the right moment. And so many times, so many opportunities, so many moments come before you, and you're looking back in reflection and you're saying, man, that was my time. Man, I should have did this. Man, I should have asked that person out on a date. Man, I should have done that. But you allowed the opportunity to escape you. This year is going to be different. You're going to seize the moment and you're going to take advantage of the opportunity that God has laid before you. That word seize there means to grab with force. You're going to grab your future, your destiny, this moment, this setting in time. You're going to grab it with force and embrace it and hold on to it and walk in everything that God has planned for you. Years ago, I was taking the comprehensive exam when I was in my doctoral studies. This is a test that you take at the end of your year two. After you've finished all of your classes, all of these different theories that you've taken, you have to apply them to a 4-question test, 25 points apiece, and you have to make a minimum of a 70 to pass to get your doctorate degree. If you do not make a minimum of a 70, you get to take it again. And then the second time, if you don't take it, or if you don't pass or make that score of 70, you are dismissed from the program. I was so afraid. I was so scared to take this test. So every time it came up time for me to take it, I would say, well, no, I'll just wait. I'll take it next time. And then it'll come up again. It's time for me to take this comprehensive test. And I'll be like, well, no, I'll just wait. I'll just push it off to next time. And then I had looked up, I had been in the program for 3 years. You're supposed to take it at the end of year 2. Here I am now at the end of my 3rd year because I kept pushing it off and pushing it off, not taking advantage of the time and seizing the moment. Here I am now at the end of year 3. And they came to me and I was facing being dismissed from the program. I said, well, I'll just take it at the end of my year 4. My wife stopped me right there in my tracks. And she said, honey, why are you not taking this test? What's going on? She forced me to take a reflection. I believe she knew the real answer, but she wanted me to come up with my own answer. And I began to reflect and I began to look at it. And she looked at me. She said, let me ask you a question. I said, what, honey? She said, what are you afraid of? It hit me like a ton of bricks when she said that, because I realized at that moment what was stopping me and what was hindering me from seizing the moment and taking this test was fear. It's the same thing with you. That's what's stopping you. That's what's hindering you. That's what's blocking you from walking in the next level of your life. F-E-A-R. Fear. Let me ask you a question. What are you afraid of? So I had to look my wife in the face and I had to tell her, I'm afraid of failure. I'm afraid that if I don't pass this test, I'm going to be dismissed from the program. And she asked me a very poignant question, and I'm going to ask you the same question today. Have you ever given success the same opportunity that you've given failure? Let me say that again. Have you given success the same opportunity that you've given failure? What do you mean, Bishop? We give failure such great opportunities in our life. We won't ask the person out because we're afraid of rejection, failure. We won't take the test like me because we're afraid to fail, failure. We will not give success the same opportunity we give failure. We got to give success the same equal opportunity that we give failure. So I swallowed my pride and I went on and took the test at the end of my year 3. And to your amazement, I prepared and I passed the test. I seized the moment. Stop allowing fear to stop you from walking in what God has called you to walk in. Stop allowing your past, what happened to you yesterday, stopping you from walking in everything that God has for you. Forget that. It's your time. It's your moment. This is your season. Walk in it. Grab it by the reins and say, come hell or high water, failure or success, I'm not going to let another day pass me by without walking in everything I know that God has called me to walk in. I want to close with a story. There was a little boy who used to walk home from school every day, and this bulldog would chase this little boy home every single day. I mean, just like clockwork, when he got close to the house, the little bulldog would come and chase him all the way home. One day, the little boy got mad. He grabbed a stick and he said, you know what? I'm not going to run anymore. I'm not going to run away from this dog anymore. I'm going to fight what is causing me to run. Begin to walk home. Begin to feel those feelings as he approached the house. Just like clockwork, here comes the dog. Running out the porch, running at him, barking and hollering. He felt that urge to run. He felt that urge to get in the wind. But this time he reached down in the reservoir of his greatness. He turned around with that stick and he told that dog, get back, get back, get back. And the dog began to shrink. But here's the thing, as the little boy began to fuss at the dog and tell him to get back, he looked at the dog and he noticed that the dog didn't even have teeth in its mouth. It couldn't even bite him. It couldn't even harm it. The little boy said, all this time, I've been run away from something that doesn't even have teeth. It can't even harm me. It can't even bite me. It's the same thing with your fear. Let me ask you a question. What are you running away from? What is stopping you from seizing the moment? And it doesn't even have teeth. Go ahead and marry that woman, man. You know it's time for you to get married. Come on, man. You're afraid of commitment? It's your time. It's your moment. It's time for you to do. Listen, go ahead and ask for the promotion. It's your time. It's your moment. Listen, go ahead. Go ahead and walk out of that relationship. They've been dogging you out for years. Stop sitting there being somebody's doormat. You're nobody's doormat. You are the greatness of God. You don't have to sit there because you don't think you're unlovable. Just because that person doesn't love you does not mean you're unlovable. It's your time. It's your moment. Seize it. Take advantage of it right now. Because here's the thing. If you don't live your dream, if you don't walk in your purpose, here's the powerful moment. Somebody will hire you to build their dream. Somebody will hire you to help build their purpose. It's your time.